Good evening, you're watching News Mongolian Beyond. I'm your host, Tanur Kambatar. And for top stories, a total of 1,050 projects will be implemented in 2024. Mongolia's milk consumption remains far below international standards. And Mongolia tops Lonely Planet's Best in Travel in 2024. And for other news, stay tuned. In 2024, Mongolia is set to implement a total of 1,050 projects, marking a significant step towards increasing the social and economic impact and the efficiency of the country's fiscal policy. This issue has been a subject to discussion for many years, with the recognition that addressing the fundamental challenges in the economy requires a more long-term perspective than just 1 or 2 years of budget policy. The key to achieving positive results lies in aligning the budget policy with the country's broader development policy. The 2024 budget as presented by the government appears to be in line with this strategy. It places a strong emphasis on accelerating urban and rural revitalization within the framework of the new revival policy. This policy aims to expand the country's economic capacity in real terms and provide increased benefits to its citizens. Furthermore, the budget includes tax policies that are designed to support the new revival policy and improve the business environment. Prime Minister Oyurtun Lofsnamsra recently announced a substantial boost in GDP turnover from 33 trillion to 75 trillion, thanks to the successful implementation of the new recovery policy. This demonstrates the potential for significant economic growth through policy alignment. The 2024 budget is by supporting urban and rural revitalization and enhancing the overall business environment through tax policies, aims to foster both economic growth and an expanded scope for development. The Finance Minister Jauchlan emphasized the responsibility of the next 4 years for society and the economy, acknowledging the challenges posed by the global pandemic in the first 2 years and subsequent geopolitical issues. The government's efforts have been directed towards safeguarding the economy, ensuring public health, stabilizing economic conditions, fostering growth, and enhancing transparency, with successful results in stabilizing the economy. In the first 2 years, there was a global pandemic and we faced great challenges, but in the last year, geopolitical issues have been very difficult to our country. However, the government took steps to save the economy and help stabilize the economy, create growth, and make it transparent. The economy is stabilizing as a result, and these 4 years were a period in which the largest amount of foreign debt and loans was paid in the last 33 years. In general, Mongolia is behind the years of difficult challenges. There are many challenges ahead, but due to the policies and decisions implemented by the government in the last 4 years, there are quite a few indicators of achievements in the economy. Notably, the last 4 years saw the highest repayment of foreign debt and loans in the last 33 years, reflecting the government's commitment to managing financial obligations responsibly. Although Mongolia still faces challenges, the policies and decisions implemented in recent years have yielded promising economic indicators. Macroeconomic indicators improved by the end of 2022, and this positive trend is expected to continue in 2023 with a projected economic growth rate of 6%. The 2024 budget draft aims even higher with an anticipated economic growth rate of 7%. The 2024 state budget will prioritize investment in projects that support the country's development. To this end, the budget draft includes funding for a total of 1,050 projects and measures amounting to 3.2 trillion MNT to be implemented nationwide in the coming year. This concerted effort to align budget policy with development goals signifies a positive step forward for Mongolia's economic future. Mongolia, a country with a vast potential for the supply of animal products, particularly milk, is grappling with an alarming disparity in milk consumption, while the United Nations recommends an annual average consumption of 180 liters of milk and milk products per person. Mongolians are consuming just a fraction of this amount, with the National Statistics Committee of Mongolia reporting an average annual consumption of only 11 liters. The discrepancy between urban and rural areas within Mongolia is very concerning. The residents of the capital, Ulaanbaatar city, are consuming a mere 8.2 liters of milk annually, while those in local area communities are consuming slightly more at 14.4 liters. With 246.3 thousand herding households, 200 dairy workshops and factories, and a staggering 67.3 million livestock animals, Mongolia possesses the resources to meet its domestic milk demand. However, it's struggling to do so efficiently. Despite having 20 items more livestock than its population, Mongolia still imports milk and milk substitutes equivalent to $30 million annually, highlighting a significant gap between production and consumption. Efforts are being made to boost domestic milk production. In Bayondersum of Bayonhongor province, a milk and dairy factory has been opened, producing a variety of branded milk products. Similar initiatives are underway in the dairy industry project in Narhanga and Zahum provinces, aiming to close the gap in milk production. The milk and dairy factory of Bayondersum has been put into operation and produces 9 types of branded products. Today we present our gift set and 9 types of products. Additionally, the Ensure Stabilization of Mongolia's Native Nature project has been launched with the goal of improving ecosystem services in the Sain, Hanga Mountains, and Umngo regions. The project aims to reduce grassland and forest degradation, protect biodiversity, and support sustainable livelihoods. It encompasses 13 districts across Arhanga, Zahum, Bayonhongor, and Gobyalta provinces. Furthermore, the Ministry of Environment and Tourism is actively promoting environmental protection, expanding the network of protected national areas, reintroducing rare species, enhancing nature conservation activities, improving animal product quality, and facilitating the direct delivery of products from herders to consumers.
We are supporting activities such as environmental protection, expansion of the network of especially protected national areas, reintroduction of rare species, strengthening of nature conservation activities through the creation of friendships by herders themselves, improvement of animal products, and delivery of products from herders to consumers, etc.
Mongolia's unique environmental challenges, including poorly developed soil and the cessation of soil formation in 90% of the country, are compelling herders to take measures to protect their homeland. The potential for Mongolia to significantly increase milk production and meet domestic needs is evident, but it requires concerted efforts from both government initiatives and the private sector to bridge the existing gap in milk consumption. The renowned travel guidebook publisher Lonely Planet has just unveiled its annual Best in Travel winners for 2024, celebrating the company's 50th anniversary by spotlighting 50 travel destinations recommended for the upcoming year. These recommendations span the world's best countries, regions, cities, sustainable spots, and valuable destinations. Mongolia tops the best countries list for its breathtaking nature and wildlife.
Mongolia also recently secured the top spot on the Time Out's list of underrated travel destinations, solidifying its appeal to travelers seeking a unique adventure. With its high-altitude mountains and the bustling city of Ulaanbaatar, where modern life meets traditional Mongolian culture, Mongolia is a must-visit destination. As part of the government of Mongolia declaring 2023 through 2025 the years to visit Mongolia, visitors from 34 countries are temporarily exempt from visa requirements for tourism purposes for stays of up to 30 days through the end of 2025. The list includes European countries, Australia, and New Zealand. India is a country known for its incredible diversity, claimed the second spot on the Lonely Planet list, thanks to an abundance of new flights connecting major Indian cities like Delhi, Goa, and Kerala. With Europe and the United States, India is rapidly becoming more accessible to travelers. Saint Lucia, a gem of the Eastern Caribbean, secured the third spot on Lonely Planet's recommendation for 2024. This small island nation is a mesmerizing blend of mountains and pristine beaches, making it a world-renowned holiday destination. These top 3 destinations are part of Lonely Planet's broader list of 10 countries to visit in 2024. The other countries on the list are Mexico, Morocco, Chile, Benin, Uzbekistan, Pakistan, and Croatia, each offering unique charms and attractions.
Thank you for staying with us. Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Here's the international news from our partner agencies. U.S. Secretary of State Lloyd Austin welcomed Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defense Richard Marles to the Pentagon Tuesday for an enhanced honor cordon ceremony and meeting to discuss the United States-Australia alliance.
The two leaders affirmed their commitment to deepen defense cooperation through Defense Technology Collaboration Force posture initiatives and the trilateral AUKUS partnership with the United Kingdom. Austin expressed gratitude to his counterpart for the shaped vision of the Indo-Pacific as a region that is free, open, and secure. The defense ministers highlighted the accelerated delivery of U.S. Black Hawk helicopters after Australia ditched its fleet of MRH-90 Taipan helicopters following a crash in July that killed 4 soldiers.
We share a vision with our friends across the Indo-Pacific of a region that is free, open, and secure. And we're committed to making that vision a reality. We're investing in each other, whether through U.S. support for Australia's guided weapons and explosive ordnance enterprise, or by working together on AUKUS. And we're not letting up. In fact, we're speeding up. We're accelerating the delivery of Black Hawk helicopters that you ordered earlier this year. The first arrived in Australia just a few months ago, and more are on the way and coming even faster.
The Australian fleet of more than 40 European-designed Taipans was grounded in July when one crashed into the Pacific Ocean during a nighttime training operation in the Whitsunday Islands off the northeast Australian coast. Marles expressed that speeding up the acquisition of the Black Hawk helicopters is something that Australia really appreciates. Marles said he was grateful for the shorter time frame of delivery, calling it an example of America standing up for Australia in a moment when needed. Marles also touched on Australia purchasing nuclear-powered attack submarines to modernize its fleet amid growing concerns about China's influence in the Indo-Pacific region. The purchase agreement for up to 5 Virginia-class submarines was announced earlier this year when President Joe Biden, Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, and UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak met in San Diego for talks on the 18-month-old nuclear partnership known for the acronym AUKUS. The AUKUS agreement announced in 2021 paved the way for Australia to get access to nuclear-powered submarines, which are stealthier and more capable than conventionally powered boats.
Coming out of OSMIN and coming out of the announcement of Australia's acquiring a nuclear-powered submarine capability through the help of both the United States and the United Kingdom under the banner of AUKUS. This is a really important visit in terms of progressing that. There's much to talk about in terms of the detail of that, but we're also acutely aware that legislation which will underpin that is making its way through the Congress as we speak, and we really thank the administration and particularly you, Secretary Austin, for the efforts that you've made to see that progresses in the way that we need it to.
Regarding the latest global threats, Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine and the Middle East conflict, as well as the build of military presence in China, they spoke on meeting those challenges together.
Thanks for your leadership and for all that you're doing.
Here's the weather forecast of all major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.